Me levanto de la cama, me huele el wichihuama. Llevo así ya 2 semanas, tocando la palangana.
Los platos sin fregar, no me levanto del sofá.
Hey, what's up, beautiful people? Aquí PurasBolas edition 3 Musketeers. Nos faltan the one and only Cruz. Unfortunately, he cannot make it today. Tenía que trabajar because he takes a lot of days off and now he needs money. So that's why he's not here. Pero, you know, con ustedes, aquí está el mero mero producer, the one and only, from California, Brandon Anthony. His homeboy, his brother from the same mother, also from California, Mr. Pájaro del Norte.
Ya saben quién es.
And your boy representing Chicago, you know, Southside, El Bucanator. ¿Cómo están, muchachos? How we doing today? How we doing?
Southside. Are you really from Southside?
Southside, yes, Southside. Southside Chicago. Cook County. Don't forget it. I'll show my birth certificate next episode if you need me to.
Let me take a copy real quick. Nah, honestly, el fin de semana no estuvo Brian.
¿Qué pasó?
The HDMI is over there in that fucking corner, bro.
No, that's not an HDMI.
That is an HDMI, dude.
Didn't you see the plug at the end?
No, that's not HDMI.
That's a plug, dude.
No, that's not HDMI.
That's not HDMI?
No.
That's a plug. You don't see the cable plug para conectar into the outlet?
Yeah, Brian. Oh, yeah. Well, never mind.
HDMI.
I'm sorry. I thought it was HDMI. My bad.
We were looking for an HDMI. Like,
Andamos todos perdidos por ese HDMI.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, yo le echo la culpa al que no está aquí. So, you know, él rompió la tele, perdió el cable. ¿Qué no ha hecho, bro? So, en verdadmente yo estaba muy triste porque en verdadmente yo miro muy en decline.
Muy en decline.
Yeah. Nah, pero weekend overall, kind of smooth. Went on a couple run. It wasn't too bad. Oh, el domingo fui al gimnasio. Me ordené unas cuantas píldoras para sentirme, you know. So, you know, if you want to hit me up, just hit me up. That's what I'm saying.
trying to get all them free pills first. So, should have seen him at the gym. El día que fuimos, estaban Supreme Nutrition was setting up. He was like, let me get a little bit of this.
Hey, it's free. I'm gonna take at least one of each, right? So that's what I say. I'm like that free that ese don que lleva a su esposa. He's like, I'm gonna take you out to eat, and they go to. Or he's like, I'm gonna take you out on a date, and they go to an ice cream shop, and he gets a bunch of free samples.
Let me taste them all.
He's like, he takes like 26 free samples. He turns around. He's like, Nah, I'm good. He's like, he's like, so what are you gonna get your wife? He's like, I know. She was alright. She already tried some. I was like, bro, she didn't even get a spoonful, bro. So
She already got it.
She got it. She got it. So, you know, my girl and I, we can share a pre-workout. Un paquetito así de grande.
We went to nutrition.
Oh, Nutri-Prime.
Nutri-Prime, because he wanted to buy them the pills, you know.
La píldora de gorila. $80. So, you know, catch me on the corner asking for some change. That's all I'm saying.
He says it works, but is it worth it? Who knows?
Well, yeah, I guess. I tried the ones that I bought recently.
The Amazon ones?
The Amazon ones. Esas son de mushroom. Me siento... I don't know, yo me sentí un poco agotado. De por sí, anoche me fui a acostar a las 12 y me levanté como a las 7. So maybe I'll probably gotta get a full night's sleep and then take them.
Hablando de dormir, yo me dormí, dude. Yo llegué anoche, dude. I was so tired. Yo ni supe. Eran como a las 7 y algo, creo. 7, 8. Y me quedé jeteado. Está diciendo a que me desperté como a las 11, 12 o'clock at night, dude. Thinking I was late for work. I was like, oh my God. Fuck, my phone didn't go off. I'm like getting ready.
I charge my phone.
Yeah, dude, because I forgot my phone was at 20%. Right? And I was like, geez, me quedé dormido. I was like, this happened to me, bro. And I look at my phone, and I think it was like 11, almost 12 o'clock. Something like that. And I'm like, because I had already gone, I'm like, puta, esto es lo que me pasa por irme dormir temprano.
Por eso no me gusta dormirme temprano, dude, because I got a feeling I'm going to wake up at like 2, 3 in the morning, and I can't go back to sleep.
I have a story like that when I was like a kid.
A ver.
Like I was going to it was in middle school or high school. Because igual lo que pasó I don't know, it was probably from soccer practice or whatever, me dormí.
Es que estabas madurando por eso.
Yeah. y me dormí, right? And I woke up at 6. Y ya it was during the winter, so a las 6 it's already dark.
Oh, yeah.
You know? So que me paro, and I thought it was 6 a.m.
Que
right?
me pare y que se me para.
Tranquilo.
¿Qué hacemos en esa situación,
Me
chamacos?
paré,
Sígame para más consejos.
me bañé. I was
Me la
getting ready
jalé.
for school. I put on my like my school dress code, like collar shirts,
Okay,
like pants, all this stuff. Yes, my khaki pants, whatever.
Dressing over here, the anime schoolgirls with a little checkered mini skirt and a little white shirt with his shirt intertwined.
No, not that kind of uniform, no.
Oh, okay. Pero el uniforme, ajá.
Ajá. Y ya, I went outside to the living room. Y estaba mi mamá estaba ahí, mi papá estaba ahí, mi hermana estaba
¿A
ahí.
qué horas, dude?
It was 6 p.m. It was 6 p.m., but yo pensé que era 6 a.m. the whole time because I was
Bro,
little.
that's crazy.
Y
¿A qué horas te fuiste a acostar?
I don't know, but I just remember I woke up at 6. Y ya eran 6:30, and my bus llegaba a las 7:15. So I was here eating my breakfast, como mi pan con leche, right? Y mi familia me está mirando como que...
Okay.
You're crazy.
What the fuck are you doing? Like, pero no me dijeron nada también, right? No me dijeron nada.
Es mi pan con leche, man.
Right.
Mi pan con leche.
No dijeron nada.
Nutrición.
Ya son las 7.
NutriBullets.
Sacaron mi mochila.
Ajá.
I pulled all my books and everything. Y que me despido de mi familia como si nada.
¿Y qué? ¿No te
They didn't say shit. But salgo de la casa, right? And I start walking. Y then my parents realized que they thought I was joking. No. Hey, ¿dónde vas? Like, pues a la escuela son las 7 ya.
¿Ya?
Ay, no, son las 7 de las 8, cabrón, vente para acá. O sea,
Ya vete no solo, venite.
So what, you didn't think about like your homework? You didn't even think about
I just thought it was the next day.
Me dejó el vaso.
También homework was one of those things where like, you either did it on the bus or you did it in class,
Shit, I didn't know you were like that. Damn. That's
My bad. Oh my God.
That's the smart people right there.
Yeah.
Security board.
No, I would usually do my homework on the bus or at school.
Las matemáticas.
Hey, you got the math homework? That was an Olympic sport. I don't care what anyone says. That was
No, the reason why I hate doing my homework on the bus was because pasabas por un bache.
yeah.
Pasabas por, I'm like, no, y la cosa es que siempre mi comida. No, yo comía con la tarea y el pad, dude, y siempre la tarea manchada que aquí o del otro lado o que en el centro hay una de Chile. I was like, bro, era el chamaco que tenía la tarea más sucia. So,
The teacher would be like,
damn, bro, he passed it through the damn enchilada sauce. Shit.
La enchilada.
el mole todo.
El mole crujiente. Nah, pero I will say, overall the weekend wasn't too bad. We'll say el lunes fuimos con Bucanator a hacer un poco de ejercicio, ¿verdad? Para ver a las chicas. July, no es cierto. Y Cruz que nos manda un mensaje ya después saliendo de la clase que si queríamos ir a David and Musters. I was
You want to go to David Musty's?
David Musty's. And he's like, I told Buka, I was like, nah, bro, I really don't feel like going. And then Cruz hits me with pero Anthony también va a estar allí. And I'm like, well, all right, I gotta go now. Not because Brian was, well, yeah, because Brian was there, pero también a la misma vez, pues si están ellos dos, tampoco no puedo ser malo y decirles, no, pues, vete a ver el hueco de atrás.
Vete el Betabel.
Solo.
But I asked Buki's like, hell no, I'm not going. I'm like, Buki, at least let's go to NutriPrime. Went to NutriPrime. Fuimos a ver las pastillas. So we get to David Mustard's, right? And we're waiting in line, right? And it's like I think we waited, like 30 minutes, right?
It was like, it didn't feel like 30 minutes, but I think it was like 30 minutes.
It felt like 30 minutes, dude. Okay, pues estamos, verdad, que vamos a escanear, que estamos... Dude, eso es otra cosa. We were, all four of us, como 4 inditos around the kiosk. Around the kiosk. ¿Vas a pagar tú? No, es que yo no tengo.
¿Quién va a pagar?
Te pongo por cel. No, es que yo no tengo cel. Es que yo no uso PayPal ni me sirve el Apple Pay.
No, paramos peor que esos de Guatemala.
No,
disclaimer.
Still here.
We probably here. Still here. And we were there so long, the machine froze at the end. Remember the machine froze? We had to switch machines. Y la cosa es que, verdad, agarramos ya las máquinas. Ya agarramos las tarjetas, ¿verdad? Y que pues yo me voy de un lado, el Buki me sigue también, Brian se va de otro lado, Cruz lo sigue a él. Que llegamos a este juego donde
Eran
sientas.
los cuatro.
Yeah, son los cuatro, and you feel like you're on a roller coaster, y estás disparando, y pues que llegamos allí, le llamo a Brian, jálate para acá, y pues que se viene para acá con Cruz, y ya cuando vamos a pagar, right, dice, where's my card, pues la cosa es que este bello chamaco, ¿verdad? Aquí como lo ven, esbelto, 18 pulgadas, menos venudo, pero chicloso, había perdido la tarjeta porque se la puso atrás, pero no se la metió bien en el pocket, right? Y que le decimos, no, pues había pagado como $20 por la tarjeta, and then we're like, you know, Cruz le dice, pues vete a ver si te ayudan allá enfrente, y dice, nah, ya, que se la cosa es que lo convencieron, and it took us about like 15 minutes just for him to get a new card con todos los créditos. Lo más chistoso es que solo la pasó 2 veces, dude, y cuando venimos de regreso de comer, ya no tenía créditos, solo tenía 17 créditos, ¿no?
Less than 17. I only had 2.9.
Oh yeah, he had three credits.
You think the one he lost?
Almost definitely somebody grabbed it.
Someone
swipe.
Pero ella dijo que she was going to restore all the credits back, so that's what surprised me. That by the time that we got back, he had only 2 credits. He had to rebuy credits. He bought like another $10?
Just $10. No, 15.
$15 of worth of credits. So I was like, overall, it was a fun night. Y les queremos enseñar aquí un video, ¿verdad? Que tomamos, ¿verdad? Llegó allí nuestro gran fiel y seguidor, Norberto, ¿verdad? Ya que él nos sigue, ¿verdad?
Y su amigo.
Y su amigo Jackie Chan. I mean, pues sí, se llama Jackie. Le llaman Jackie, pero se llama Alexander.
Y no el Jackie, el de... You know. Pero... Aquí están. Nomás se lo dejamos. Nomás para que vea. Para que vayan y digan.
Que sí fuimos.
Que
sí fuimos. Y esa es una carrera que hicimos entre los 4, perdón. ¿Se escucha? No se escucha. Oh, está. Bien concentrados. Buki, look at him. Sí, Buki.
I don't know which one it was, but I was trying to be Cruz, but he got on my nerves.
Oh, yeah.
No, ese Cruz 5 veces, el Papi Chulo, 5 veces.
No, esas cosas, yeah, dude. And then we switch. Al final. It's so crazy porque cuando le llamó Norberto, le dice, en la llamada le dice...
I like your angle better. Did you have yours?
No, estaba en el teléfono de Cruz.
Ah, y ese nunca mandó los videos.
Ese nunca lo mandó, el teléfono que estaba usando Norberto. Cuando le llamó Norberto creo que le preguntó cuánto tiempo íbamos a estar allí. Le dice, no, pues como las 11:30. I thought he was fucking around. By the time that I looked at my watch, it was already 11:30, bro. Yeah. By the time that I looked at my watch. There's a Godzilla one.
The VR.
The VR Godzilla, dude, that's good, bro. That is good. And we did good on that one.
Oh, that's why
Monica!
Yeah, literally, and I was como...
That's the race where I was like this way, and I was like right behind him.
Oh, that's where I was in 3rd place. He was in 1st, and you were in 2nd, right?
I think
I was last.
Yeah, you were in last.
But I was in 2nd place like 3 times.
3 times. I was in 2nd place.
Stay hard.
I got.
Stay hard.
I got one time I got 5th place. I was like, fuck.
No, dude, yeah, la primera carrera I was like, el que pierda se tiene que rapar la cabeza. And I lost, bro. I was in 5th place, bro. Dice Norberto, sáquese de aquí, usted viejo.
Sáquese de aquí. Viejo enano,
bro. No, yeah, el de Godzilla, ese está chingón. Le digo a Norberto, súbete el de Godzilla. Y dice, no, Godzilla es buena onda, yo no le quiero partir su madre. El de Godzilla, también el de Haunted, el de los zombies que hicimos tú y yo.
Ese estaba chido.
Yeah, and it was cheap. So, the basketball one, yo también hice uno de baloncesto. Me quedé con las ganas.
¿You did the basketball one?
No, con el de Mario Kart.
Oh, con el Mario Kart.
Yeah, me quedé con ganas, pero pues en la casa lo tengo.
Se quedó con ganas. Oh, Dirty
I did
Man.
want to do the Top Gun one.
The Top Gun?
El del
Oh,
piloto
yeah,
one.
el del piloto.
El
Yeah, that would be
I did wanna
kinda
do
cool.
that one, pero
Oh, yo y Cruz hicimos uno de pistolas, dude. Para que
Oh.
practice shooting, dude. ¿Para qué?
como airsoft, ¿no?
Kind of like airsoft, yeah.
So, what, you guys good? ¿Son buenos para la pistola?
Hey.
¿Pueden ser John Wick?
Yo no sé, pero ask those dead bodies.
You see John Wick, the guy that he first killed? That's me.
The one with the pencil?
You see the guy with the pencil?
Yeah, that's me.
I was the pencil.
Stay hard.
Stay hard.
¿Viste que va a salir la nueva película?
Oh, ya salió la
¿Ya salió?
bailarina, ¿qué no?
What?
The
John
new.
Wick?
Oh no, yeah, but this time with Ana de Armas, because she took the torch. You know how she's the. I have not
La
seen the fourth
Morenita.
movie.
La
I have
Morenita.
not seen the fourth one
The
either.
fourth one is pretty good.
I have not seen the fourth
I
one.
The last fight scene, dude, is probably like 15 minutes long. That motherfucker got to fight from the bottom of a set of stairs. He probably got to fight like 4,000 stairs. Like
He
going
don't
up.
die.
Nah, dude. So, que la muchacha de los dos perros takes over?
I honestly do not know because I did not see the. I thought it was a spin-off, but I guess not. It's not a spin-off.
Okay, so it's a
I guess
continuance.
you're continuing because I haven't seen the fourth one.
Fourth one is pretty good.
And I want to see the fourth one.
So I will say, I think the one that I didn't like the most was, I think it was the one where I think it's the second one because he starts off where the car's like in a crate or something like that, or where he has to kill them.
Well, they're telling the story.
Yeah.
Telling the story.
Yeah, the Baba Yaga.
Yaga?
Yeah. I didn't like the entry for that one, the beginning. I'm not a big fan. But the first one.
Yeah, the second one. Yeah.
The first one was good.
Is when mata the girl in the hot tub, or is that the third one?
Yeah, that's the second one.
The second one?
That's the second one. The second one is where he kills her because he killed the person on the high table. He is removed from the Continental.
Yeah.
Much. He's excommunicado.
Excommunicado.
No, you're lying.
You're lying.
He's excommunicado because he kills the brother on
Yeah.
No,
excommunicado. Because he killed
lo
on
mató
the,
dentro.
on the premises.
But the girl, he didn't kill him in the premise.
No, not the girl.
No, not in the premise, but he was excommunicated.
Yeah, not the brother.
Yeah, it was the brother. Porque
Oh,
el
yeah,
hermano,
the brother. Oh, el brother de ella. Yeah.
No, el hermano fue a la casa de él to hunt him down to ask him for the favor.
And he said no.
Porque él le debía un favor.
Oh, yeah.
El sello.
El sello. And since he killed someone on the high table, he was already excommunicado because of that. But then, because he killed the person on the Continental, he was, on top of that, he was excommunicado off everything. Anything.
Yeah, okay.
So, ya de por sí lo venían cancelando. Porque ¿te recuerdas que cuando mató a la muchacha?
In the hot tub?
In the hot tub? Yeah, in the hot tub.
Well, se mató sola. We were saying como que she killed herself, pero yeah.
Yeah, because ella solo se puso así, ¿verdad? Solo se puso. Pero le echaron la culpa a él. Yeah. Which Common, the rapper, que era su bodyguard de ella, that's actually a pretty good fight scene. Donde están peleando así y están like on the subway station. So that was Cruz and Brian right there.
Disculpen, chamacos pijudos, miados y cagados. Se nos había ido la señal de Wi-Fi. Mi culpa. My fault. First time, my fault. Second time,
not my fault.
Their fault. They didn't let me know. They ain't let me know third time. Third time, I'm fired.
Fire his ass, bro. Se está cagando.
Hey, ustedes no escucharon nada.
Cuando we go out with Cruz y we get there before, hey, that's on us for being early. That's on us.
Yeah, that's on us, bro. Dude,
I was too early.
Ese día llegamos como ¿qué? media hora temprano, dude, and we're waiting in the fucking parking lot. And he's like, yeah, we're gonna be there. We're gonna be there real close. Llegaron como las 8:15, dude.
No, we were at the Neutral
Prime.
They said 20 minutes.
Yeah, dude.
And I was like, damn, 20 minutes. And then I parked in the middle parking lot. And I didn't see you where you parked because you went the other way.
Yeah. ¿Qué estaban haciendo por esos 15 minutos, no?
Hey, no queremos especular, pero ha habido rumores de que se jalan la pija en 4 todos. Yo no sé. Yo no sé, a mí no me digan quién se la jala, quién se la jaló ayer, quién se la jala hoy. Jalado fue. El jalado, casado fue. Así nomás, así simple. Al chile.
Puro chile.
Puro chilazo.
No, sí, entonces, I do like the John Wick ones. Están buenas, están perronas, están perronas.
For sure.
So, pero sí les quería enseñar algo aquí, un video un poco
Masturbador.
No masturbador, un video un poco que...
Motivador.
¿Verdad? Para esas señoras, ¿verdad? Que están tristes, están en depresión, ¿verdad? Que los trastes los tienen hasta aquí arriba, ¿verdad? Miren, si esta bella dama puede levantarse a las 5 de la mañana y antes del sol y le está ganando el sol,
Tú
miren,
también puedes.
Guáchenle, muchachos, guáchenle.
Si yo me jalo la pija en 4, no es porque no se pueden jalar la pija mientras estén en 4.
Es lo que yo digo.
Es lo que siempre dicen todos. Y soy rebelde.
Aquí está, muchachos, miren.
Espérese.
A ver. Miren.
¿Quién viene conmigo?
Nadie.
Nadie quiere levantarse. Así que le ganamos al día. Le ganamos al sol. La disciplina duele, pero mañana te lo agradecerá. Así que vamos con todo. Tú puedes. Levántate.
And that's why I wake up every morning and run now.
How come we're not on live?
Oh, espérese. Perdón, muchachos, no.
Estamos en live.
No sé qué pasó.
Todo es esfuerzo.
Todo ese esfuerzo para jalarme la pija y
quedar sin nada.
Y David Goggins, nunca me la jaló bien.
¿Verdad? Se nos cortó, ¿verdad?
El
Wi-Fi, perdón.
De nuevo.
Third time.
Second time.
Second time. Hey, una vez más y ya
nos vamos.
Sacamos al gordito.
Fueron de ellos.
Sacamos al gordito.
Nunca me dijeron, acá, que está a mi lado acá, nunca me dijo que nunca habíamos conectado. Así de fácil. ¿Quién se jala la pija en 4? Nomás el masturbador 7-1.
I just want to say, estas bebidas de Coca-Cola, ¿verdad? Si if you want to sponsor us, ahí estamos, Chequezón, Crown Royal y Coca-Cola, aquí estamos al 100, ¿verdad?
Culo suelto.
Pero aquí estamos, sipping, disfrutando un miércoles como que si fuera fin de semana.
El peach.
¿No está bueno?
Lemonade, el peach, perdón. It's mild.
It's mild.
Mildly hot.
Mild. Tiene ese sabor a limonada. No está tan mal. Está chingón. I like it. I like this one. Number 1 for me. Number blackberry. Number 2 for me.
Really? I like the blackberry right now.
No, this one is
the mango one.
Yeah.
The blackberry.
I'll probably either try the mango or the peach next. A ver cómo sale.
Yeah.
Pero miren, muchachos. Así como somos disciplinados de tomar, les quiero enseñar este video para que se motiven.
Se lo dejamos.
Aquí se lo dejamos.
5 de la mañana. Adivinen quién viene conmigo. Nadie quiere levantarse. Así que le ganamos al día. Le ganamos al sol. La disciplina duele, pero mañana te lo agradecerá. Así que vamos con todo. Tú puedes. Levántate.
Las de Herbalife a las 5 de la mañana.
To the comments.
Yeah, I do want to see some of these comments. Some of these comments are a little bit out of pocket. David Goggins got 24 hours to respond. David Goggins very serious right here.
Taking my job.
They're taking my job. They're taking my boat. That Nadia went hard.
That Nadia got me hard.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Hey, salute. Hey, oh, shit. Even Joe Rogan got le ganamos al sol. Johnny Walker.
Johnny Walker. Las
tías on Sunday at 4 a.m. before hitting the flea market. I haven't gone to a flea market in a while.
That reminds me, nadie fue a la flea market de Smithfield this past week because sospechas de immigration.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
I'm a mama.
I'm a mama. ¿Qué buscas?
Nada.
¿Qué?
No busca nada, poeta.
Anda buscando ahí el mero sarampión.
Mero sapo Tomaso.
Sapo Tomaso. No, pero sí. I haven't gone to a flea market. I was telling Andrew Berger, uno de nuestros primos, ¿verdad? Le estaba diciendo, mira, quiero ir a la de Winston-Salem. Esa sí está chiquezón. Y también la que está en Charlotte. In Charlotte, there's one right
on Monroe?
No. This one's outside of Charlotte. It's called the flea market from A to Z or something like that. They even got a website, dude. It's like that updated.
Is that good?
I remember we went to the flea market. I think it was in Monroe, like right there on the outskirts of Charlotte. And it was huge. It was huge también.
Yeah.
So, había bastante cosas, like a lot of quinceañera stuff también, like there, and like.
¿Se agarró un vestido, pa?
No.
She was huge.
What did you want to know? She was huge.
No, see, I will say I really do want to go to one of these days. También encontré unos cuantos videos que sí les quería compartir con ustedes. Uno de un muchacho que compró zapatos en las redes sociales negras, le llaman.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, con So, según en la página, right, porque les voy a enseñar el video, solo repito. Los zapatos tienen diferentes manchas.
Okay.
Y esas manchas dicen una historia, right? So, los zapatos se llaman como la persona que falleció con una historia más o menos allí macabrosa.
Media negra.
Media negra. El muchacho ordenó unos zapatos. Hizo un examen con la mancha.
ADN.
Con la mancha y salió que era como sangre. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
those time to that, los zapatos nuances X, like también back in the day, like también que sacó un zapato que también supuestamente tenía sangre en el
bubble,
de los Nike.
Sí, el 666 que le llamaba. Yeah,
oh wow.
Nike actually sued him.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nike sued him because he was using
I don't know what kind of blood, but
it was
real blood, I think.
Nas XX?
Lil Nas
X, yeah. Yeah, Lil Nas X is satanic.
So, y les voy a enseñar el video para que lo miren. Se pueden allí informar un poquito.
Buki, no te digo nada, nomás subiste tu micrófono para arriba un tantito. Sorry.
No me regañes.
Odio cuando me regañan. Y se quita el micrófono.
Dark web that sells overpriced shoes with these creepy looking stains on them. And what's even weirder is that every single one of them has a name and age attached to them. So there's this guy on social media named Shiloh, and he bought a pair and he went through the whole process and documented all of it on social media. I'll tag him below, but I'll give you a quick summary of what happened so far. So the website is called the Shoeman, Keeper of Souls, which probably has another meaning. But when you look at the prices, it just doesn't make sense. I mean, $160 for muddy, torn up slippers. And the creepy part, obviously, the name and age. Like someone's story is attached to it, or maybe even something darker. But before Shiloh could order, the site asked him for his name, age, birthday, and even a rental link. I'm not sure why, but maybe we'll find out. He ended up buying these boots, which have a lot of stains on them. And when it arrived, he opened it up and he noticed that inside one of the boots there was a VHS tape. He hasn't made a video on this, so stay tuned for that. But he also tested the stains. He first used hydrogen peroxide and the stains bubbled, and then he sprayed luminol, and then you can see the result of this. But this story is very sketchy, and a lot of people on the internet are invested, so stay tuned for what this guy's about to do next.
Yeah, I do like watching this guy right here. He also keeps update with on a daily basis with the Diddy trial.
Okay.
Yeah, he keeps you updated as to what they say. So
real quick, guys, I did wanted to. This is just out of the blue. This happened today, I believe. If I'm not mistaken. Search this up while I'm saying it, boys.
Okay.
This guy just search up guy that is they try to use deportation to get out of a trial. So pretty much, this guy I don't know what state tried to get immigration on the witness that was gonna testify for his court, and he got Homeland Security to apprehend the guy.
To get out of jail, to get out of court,
to get out of the trial because the witness was
an immigrant, basically.
Was gonna be in a different country at time of testifying.
Kilmer, Abrego Garcia.
No.
Oh, well, though
he did come back, but now they're...
Yeah, you know about him?
Yeah.
Quickly? Le van a poner cargos de human trafficking. Human trafficking.
Is that the Venezuelan guy?
No, that's the guy from Maryland.
The Salvadorian.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I got it mixed up with Venezuela.
Yeah.
Pero good news.
Yeah, I did hear about that.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy that he...
Lo deportaron mal, ¿no?
Go back. But Homeland Security falls for trick. Pero yeah, so they brought him back. They brought Abrego back, pero just only to face trial here for human trafficking.
No?
Huh?
He has felonies. What are we talking about, the Salvadorian guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. If he has felonies.
He has felonies for
Well,
what?
that would be a felony.
That's why.
For human trafficking?
Yeah. Is that what we're talking about? No?
Yeah, pero what we're saying is that they bringing him back like
No, lo deportaron, right?
Lo deportaron.
And then he fought because like they deported me unjustly. And they investigated.
Yeah, no, Donald Trump, bro. Well, tú qué piensas?
They investigated. They searched him out. They looked at his information. They saw all lo que tenía. So they're bringing him back just to face like consequences.
Do you think he's guilty?
I don't know. Yeah, he's guilty.
Oh, damn. I don't know. Yeah, he's guilty. He don't know, but he knows he's guilty.
Yeah, my country won't lie to us.
Go to news.
Immigrant potentially get the immigration department to avoid a jury trial. A man who tried to frame an immigrant and potentially get
he did. He pretty much, the guy that I'm talking about, he pretty much framed. He was framed by the other guy because by making death threat notes to Donald Trump, but the writing was just so perfect.
Mm-hmm.
No, not that one. The writing was so that they didn't believe it. Sorry, guys, we're trying to look for it.
This one, a week ago. A man accused of framing migrant with threatening letters to stop testimony. June 4th of this year?
Yeah.
Apenas.
A man is facing charges that accuse him of forging letters threatening Donald President's life in an effort to get a man deported.
Here it is. Sorry, fam.
Hey.
Oh, no. Sponsors. No. Jala la pija en cuatro.
Bro, I gotta do it.
No, I gotta do it. I gotta do it.
That over there, buddy.
Miren para allá.
believe he framed Ramon Morales Reyes by threatening to assassinate President Donald Trump. According to the criminal complaint on May 21st, the Wisconsin Attorney General's Office, Milwaukee Police Chief Jeffrey Norman, and the Milwaukee Immigration and Customs Enforcement Office all received handwritten letters like this.
We are tired. Hold up. I want to read that letter a little bit.
Had made calls to his records. Reyes were testifying at his trial to the President of the United States. For Ramon were written letters.
We are tired of this president messing with us Mexicans. We have done more for this country than you white people. You have been deported. You have been
deporting my family, and I think it is time Donald J. Trump get what he has coming to him. I will self-deport myself back to Mexico, not before I use my 30-yard 6 to shoot 30-yard 6. He didn't even know how to spell 30-yard 6. He spelled 30-yard 6 to shoot your, and then it covers president. Okay, pause real quick. This is clearly not of a gentleman, of a illegal que they supposed to say it, right?
Ain't nobody gonna say Donald J. Trump.
I'll just say Trump.
El americano says he testifies, right? Ain't nobody gonna be saying Donald J. Trump.
Ain't nobody's gonna say Donald J. Trump. They're gonna say Trump.
They're gonna say Trump or Trompas.
Or Trompas.
That's what they're gonna say. Like,
and his English is gonna be, his handwriting is not gonna be that good, bro. I'm telling you right now. Most of these Hispanos, Mexicanos, inmigrantes que vienen, some of them are illiterate. Sadly as it is, son illiterate.
I've seen a couple of drawings on it.
That was quiet, pero I've seen a couple of drawings. They know how to draw.
They know how to draw, dude. Ahí no donde está el coronavirus fufu y ponen el what's that, Krillin from Dragon Ball Z. Krillin Dragon Ball Z. También hay uno, I do got the pictures donde hay uno que puso su firma. Yo, firma
chingón.
Yeah, honestly, mi respetos, dude.
Yeah, but it's okay. If you want my autograph, you know.
Well, I'm gonna find the picture. I'm gonna send it to Bookinator. He'll put him to shame. But okay. I can play it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, espera.
Rest for a moment.
Espera.
Morales Reyes, threatening to shoot the President of the United States. On May 22nd, ICE arrested Morales Reyes. A detective interviewed him using translation assistance since Morales Reyes could not read, write, or fluently speak English. Both his family and attorney have also stated that as well. In that interview, Morales Reyes was asked if anyone wanted to get him in trouble. He stated the only person who would want to get him in trouble, the person who robbed him, Demetric Scott. Court records show Scott was scheduled for a jury trial on July 14th for that case. Reyes was the victim. On May 28th, DHS Secretary Kristi Noem shared a photo of the letter claiming that Morales Reyes wrote it. She also issued this statement on his arrest, reading in part, "Thanks to our ICE officers, this illegal alien who threatened to assassinate President Trump is behind bars." On May 30th, MPD interviewed Scott, where he admitted that he wrote the letters, not Morales Reyes. When asked why, Scott told investigators freedom, sharing that his intentions were not to go after the president, but to prevent Morales Reyes from testifying at his trial. According to court records, Scott had made calls to his mom and others while in jail about mailing the letters. "I went to go try and talk with her. This mailbox is not currently accepting messages." But no one answered. However, his mother told investigators she did not have any idea what was written in those letters.
I don't know what happened then.
I don't think that was it.
Yeah, okay.
That was it. That is
The United States against Canada.
the links. The links people would go.
It's an evil world we live in.
Facts. It is, porque
Cruz would say.
iba a decir, imagínate, ponerle a un hombre inocente, sea lo que sea, ¿verdad? Haga no porque sea yo hispano, lo que sea, right? Si una persona viene de otro país, o sea, aquí mismo en los Estados Unidos, porque aquí en los Estados Unidos, dude, hay gente macabélica. It don't matter, right? You got, various people who have serial killers throughout the years and stuff like that, so, ¿verdad? Cada persona es cada persona, pero que tú pongas a un hombre inocente
En la
para
cárcel.
que caiga.
And potentially deported just because you want freedom, bro. Like,
come on, bro.
You robbed him, bro. Come on, bro. Take it like a man.
Hey, it's like that guy. Well, this is not a similar case, but freedom in the sense that I don't know if you guys saw about this guy who had the "I eat ass" sticker in Florida.
Oh yeah.
I think it rings a bell.
I think a couple years ago.
That came out like a couple years ago, probably like 5, 6, 7 years ago.
Que según el policía lo arrestó y le dijo, my children can see this. What if they were like, my son is 6 years old and if he saw this.
If he didn't make it personal, I'm pretty sure it could have been disputed.
Yeah, it could have been.
The moment he made it about him and his kids, then there was motive for him just to pull him over for
personal reasons.
For personal reasons.
There's nothing illegal about having something like that on your car. I don't.
No, the guy was like, this is in Florida too, dude.
Yeah,
Florida's strict as fuck, dude. Also with the people that got deported over there, dude. The mass deportation is going around, here in Charlotte, North Carolina, and Raleigh, North Carolina, Gardner and stuff like that. I saw a video of a general contractor that told the workers around there that immigration was going to be arriving at around 12 o'clock. So pretty much don't be here around 12. And at around 11 something, you saw lines of cars. People leaving, heading back home.
Oh, but this is the eat ass sticker guy.
Yeah. That's the things you don't agree with. Okay. We were talking, me and one of the cooks at work, we were talking about that. Like, it's not fair que siempre agarran los buenos,
Yeah, la gente que viene a trabajar.
If they put this much effort into looking for the actual bad people that are in this country.
That's what he was saying.
But they're finding these people where? Working.
They work. Yeah, they're in construction sites, restaurants, when they're working. Instead of going to like like nightclubs.
They're not in the middle. They're not in the middle of the street.
But like they're selling, or they're like
They're not in the middle of the street begging for money.
No,
and if they are, they're selling flowers or selling fruit or they're selling something.
They're selling. They're not asking you for money just because they want money. Mm-hmm. They're working. They're earning. They're trying to.
Yeah.
At least.
I would say it is kind of tough for individuals, right? Ahora en día, ¿verdad? El otro día, ayer más bien, estaba hablando mi mamá con con Santiago, con Chago.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and he was saying that he lives from where the riots are happening. I think he lives like 30 minutes away or 40 minutes away or something like that.
Dude, I'm pretty sure. I think Productions Aunt lives in South Central LA. I'm pretty sure she's somewhere near the riots or close to the riots.
Yeah, dude, es algo increíble en verdad. Hoy en día las cosas que están pasando, I personally, verdad, hasta mi suegro también, que él tiene papeles y todo, también está.
They're worried.
Yeah, he's worried, right?
Yeah.
And my mom was, hoy que estaba hablando con mi mamá, me dice, tengan cuidado cuando salgan, ¿verdad? Porque hasta muchachos de su edad se lo están llevando, right? And I'm like,
profiling,
yeah, just because. So I'm just like, I'm not trying to say that they put a target on my back or anything, right?
But
I was like, at the end of the day, I was born in this country. Como dijo el de I eat ass, I got my First Amendment right. I was born in this country, so I should be, just because my mom is a U.S. citizen as well as my dad, so I don't see why I should be profiled because of the race of my skin or the color of my skin. Sorry, not the race of my skin.
And it's one of these that they involve so much in the community too. Like, todos los hispanos que pagan taxas.
Yeah,
dude, and they don't get anything. They don't get anything in between.
Exactly. So
it's crazy, dude.
It's just honest, like it's complicated.
Yo le echo la culpa al Buki. Fucking around. Miren, muchachos, les quiero también. Miren, I will say this, ahorita que estamos en el tema of like crashing out, we're the immigration process are a little bit of crashing out, right? I will say it would be kind of cool. It would be kind of cool to be part of the protest, just be like, just out, yeah, haciendo desmadre, right?
Put on your bucket list.
Yeah, put on my bucket list. Yeah, put on my bucket list, hacer desmadre. It's like, so, but be like,
fucking idiot.
no, like the protest, right? Like, porque he visto los videos, dude. Some of those people,
they go on hard.
They go hard.
Dude, some of those people, yeah. Pero I did see a muchacha post on my on not on mine, but a post on her on Snapchat, and I don't know her. I went through the phase. I don't know if you guys did también. Back in like early 2000, like 2015, 2014, 13, 14, 15, 16 probably. They had the big stories where you could add a story and have people add you.
Yeah.
Right, and you could do mass adding. Like you can add people from.
It rings a bell, but.
Well, había un tiempo donde you could do like a story. I created a story, right? I can make it anybody that I follow can post, right? And to this day, I'm pretty sure you still can't, but it's not. They don't do it as much now, like it was back in the day, right? When Snapchat was in the peak of its game. Snapchat started back in like 2018, 2010, like 2010,
2011, yeah, dude.
2011,
yeah.
2010.
I've had a Snapchat since 7th grade. So.
Yeah, 2010, because in 2012 I was in 7th grade. So in 2010 it started. By 2011, 2012, it was in its prime because it was up there with Instagram, because Instagram started around 20.
Not to cut you off, my favorite Snapchat filter was in the rainbow mouth.
The rainbow mouth.
The rainbow mouth. Yeah.
The
big eyes with the big mouth.
El perrito was también. I use el perrito también a lot.
I'm the dog.
I got a dog in me.
Pero sorry, I lost my train of thought. Pero anyways,
the mass stories.
Yeah, you could add a lot of people. Pero anyways, back to what I was saying. La muchacha, I don't know her, pero subió una foto about the riots. I am opposed with people burning flags.
Okay.
Right,
Yeah.
A flag is sacred, right? It's in the old
symbol.
times, in the old and back in and I'm not trying to get to history, but back in the day, back in the back, burning of a flag of another flag or something like that was an act of war. was an act of and not saying that the times have
declaration of
changed.
war.
Yeah, a declaration of war, right? Times of revolution, for the seed, right? Especially when somebody within your country burns your own flag, right? Entonces, I saw the post she did, and she was like, send them all, every single one of these spics. If she didn't use such derogatory, perdón, term, right, or she would have worded differently, I want to say I probably would have felt a different way. Pero when she said, deport them all, deport, every single one of them, they don't deserve to be in this country, right? If you're burning the flags, no sé qué tanto. And I'm like,
It's one of those things where, like, ahorita, por ejemplo, lo que está pasando en LA, que están haciendo mucho desmadre, de ahí se va a agarrar Trump.
I mean,
se va a agarrar,
they're just
mira lo que hacen,
they're just giving, le están metiendo literalmente leña al fuego. They're making,
they're making it worse without trying to make it worse.
They're making this point. Mm-hmm. They're making this point valid to the people that I know. I've seen a lot of videos, people that regret, people that just voted, right? Just because they wanted to vote, or Yo por eso yo no salí a votar, pero yo no estoy diciendo que I don't think my vote would have counted for her. What I'm saying, yo no fui a votar because yo sabía que ese voto no iba a valer. The popular vote does not mean shit. I voted when there was the electoral college. That's when it mattered, right? But my vote didn't do shit, right?
So yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Entonces, sí me sentí un poquito mal. I was like, damn, like, we're not all bad. Not every immigrant that comes here to this country to work is bad.
No.
You do have the ones that come to this country, and because they do wrong here, because they think that they can do the same things here they did back in their country, right?
Yeah.
They think it applies here, right? It doesn't. Bailo por todas que sufrieron. Bailo porque ustedes no hacen nada. Pero, like, pero, like, for real, like,
they're one of the most hard-working class.
Yeah.
Like,
right.
Entonces, I saw a video también, about the pyramids. They were like, hey, the pyramids in Egypt. Everyone says it was the aliens. No one's denying that the pyramids in Mexico were made by aliens. They were made by Mexicans. Y si te puedes pensar es que they got that mentality que are workers.
No, es que like, being for real, like, yeah, what's going on, the riots in California, right? California has always been that state of controversy, always has been, always will be.
It's more open.
It's a more liberal state.
Yeah,
right.
It is.
Pero the people that do come from over there, right? Like our parents that came over here, right? They came here for a better life. Why? Because everybody believes in the American dream. When they traveled down to the gold rush out in the West, who immigrated? People that was over here in the East immigrated down over there to the West.
Yeah,
right.
Also immigrants.
They're immigrants.
Yeah.
Who came to the United States? Who immigrated from Great Britain to the United States? Because why? They didn't like the government that was being placed there. Like, come on, like,
It's, yeah. You go with the Irish?
Irish,
they
right?
Made the railroads,
yeah, they made the railroads.
Chinese,
the Asians made the railroads, right? During World War II, any person that looked Asian.
Mm-hmm.
Even no matter if you were, because of Pearl Harbor, don't matter if you were Japanese. Japanese, you were number one, right? I think como los Mexicanos, everybody's Mexican. Everybody's Mexican, but some people are from Panama. Some people are from Argentina. Some people are from Brazil.
Rica,
believe it or not, people in Brazil look like Hispanics, but you never know that they're not Hispanics. They're not actual Hispanics. Right?
Pasó lo mismo 9/11.
Los musulmanes. Every Muslim, every person that was a Muslim, right? Indian, right? Dark color, don't matter. You were on a tight, like
You on a list?
and even back then, the immigrants that people hated a lot in New York, right? Who was it? The Irish. They hated the Irish.
Italians.
They hated the Italians. The Italians hated the Irish. Right,
Entre ellos mismos se odian.
Entonces, and you know what? That's why St. Patrick's Day in Mexico is a big thing, because the immigrants that were sent to Mexico that were treated bad, right, during I think it was the Mexican American War.
Revolution.
Yeah,
Like
the Irish that got sent down to Mexico were like, well, shit, we got a lot of common with our patriotas mexicanos. Well, our colors of the flag are almost the same. We fucking love beer, right?
they do like
We love making fights, and shit like that. I mean, come on. They decided to fight for us, and that's why in Mexico, and I'm not gonna be technical, whatever.
During the Mexican-American War,
there is un muro con los nombres de todos los soldados de Irlandia that fought in the war. Yeah. Entonces, right, pero. Pretty much what I'm trying to say is, it's sad, it's bad, right? This is supposed to be a comedy podcast. I'm not trying to make y'all depressed, right?
Well, you gotta talk about this because it's something que está pasando in
the
life.
I know. I asked a question about the freaky. If you're ever, not freaky for them, but have you ever had? Go answer the question. That's gonna be for next week. Right?
¿Ha sido friquitón o no?
Tu patrón, no tu patrón, but have you ever had any awkward experience or something with like something weird or
with a coworker,
with a colleague, coworker, anything? Go answer the question, right? Give us topics.
That's next week's booking.
I'm not gonna be here next week.
What you mean?
I'm in Cowboys next week.
Boludo.
I told you. Yeah, no.
El 18.
Bueno, ya el pitufo lo tiene que contar su little teaser.
FaceTime me.
Okay, I'll FaceTime you.
¿Qué pasa?
No me digas to FaceTime me, because I will.
That's fine.
Can it translate? Yo no sé inglés.
Yo saco mi español perfectamente.
Bueno. Cállese, pa. A ver, pero diga la historia antes de que...
Ya para antes de cerrar.
The coworker?
Yeah, diga su historia.
Damn, this is coworker, right?
Lucía, se lo estás escuchando, por favor.
Lucía.
Lucía.
I'll never forget about Lucía.
Lucía, si lo estás escuchando. Si lo estás escuchando,
what was the question? Because I was...
Have you ever been freaking with your coworker? No.
Okay. So this time, I don't want to say names or restaurant name, because this restaurant still exists.
McDonald's.
Anyways, she was in charge, like, to close that shift, right? Mm-hmm. Yo has to, but in ese restaurante, nobody could leave until, like, the last table left, because we had to do, like, mopping and jalar agua. So we all had to stay until the freaking last table left. Whatever. I said, well, última mesa, boom, boom, boom. And I was trying to get with this girl, right? Y no, pues ya por fin acabamos todo. She went to the office to finish her the corte, right? And everybody did. So I was just outside waiting for my money because she needed to pay me. So I went to the office. I knocked on the door. Like, hey, listen, I'm missing such and such money for the el corte. Do I wait for you here? Do you want me to wait out there? How are we gonna do this? Because you can wait for me in here. And I look at that. Entramos, I did close the door. No, there was nobody there, but I did close the door at the office, right?
No solo le mapeó adentro.
This is something I've seen. I've seen this before somewhere.
I don't know. It was a small office. It wasn't like, it was probably like
definitely.
Como aquí. Yeah, it was like that width.
You were in a storage unit, bro. Basically.
Oh, no, esos, you mean you were those?
That's too big. I think something like that.
Something like that.
Era un cuarto de 4x4 en donde te metí.
Because nomás estaban one desk on this side with the computer, and that's it. That's all.
Okay.
So probably like, anyways, that's the point. We started talking a little bit here and there. And then one thing led to another thing.
What you mean you started? How long did you talk to her?
Oh, Yeah, that's.
We talked. I talked her. I got her horny.
We talked, dude.
I talked her horny.
We talked. We didn't leave the restaurant till like freaking 1 o'clock at least, and we closed at 10.
Damn, you put in that work. You put in that work, Bucanator. Shit.
You know, we were.
Como esa atleta vino para correr.
It was before that time. It was before that time. But we started talking in the office. You know, one thing led to another. You know, yeah, the chair broke. We didn't say nothing. We just told the manager that, like, last night something went wrong with the chair that it broke.
Está bueno. And the manager believed you?
The manager didn't say nothing. He was like,
my fat ass
cuarto olía culo.
My fat ass sat on that chair and it broke. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, there was no camera, so there was no, like...
No
evidencia, pero...
Solo lo que tengo aquí arriba.
So, yeah, it was a crazy night in the office.
So, have you ever gone back to that McDonald's or what?
It was at a McDonald's, pero...
Bro, Nick.
Not at a McDonald's, that's crazy.
The McDonald's.
I never worked at a McDonald's.
Did you ever go back to that restaurant? ¿Te has topado con esa persona?
No.
¿De nunca más?
Yeah, nunca más. Okay. And that restaurant's not there no. The franchise is still there, but that restaurant there is no longer there.
There's that Subway, bro. Está. Díganos unas historias ahí para culminar la noche, a ver.
Bueno, yo no le voy a contar una historia friquitona porque a mí nunca me ha pasado nada con un trabajador así algo, pero algo perdón, un ex coworker, colleague. I mean, I've never had anything weird happen to me during
the work hours,
or anything like that. I've nothing of the sort. Pero something not awkward, but I feel bad about it. When I was working at the company where I was fixing phones, they sent me and another guy that same name as me, right? You know,
Ronald with an I.
Yeah, his name was that, but with an I.
Really?
No.
No, I was like,
no. It was other name.
What? Okay.
I have many names.
Friquitón is number one.
I just remember the Gabriel Iglesias meme, pero not the point.
Okay.
No sé, él anda en otro mundo.
No.
Hey, 2 Jameson shots in and I'm done.
No,
pero they sent us to go put a door in one of the warehouses, and he asked me to hold. He's asking me to hold the door, and it's one of the doors that tiene resortes, so it slowly was swinging itself back, and he had his fingers, and it was an aluminum, so it was kind of not aluminum, but it was steel.
Ooh.
It was steel, so it was quite heavy, right? It was quite heavy, but not too heavy. It was like that, like steel gets como mixed with something else.
No, yeah.
It wasn't like stupid heavy. But point being is that they asked us to put it. And I'm holding it, and they asked me, you know, and he screwed it in, right, you know, but he has his hand está metido donde the crack is.
Ooh.
Right in the crack, and it swings back, but I'm holding the door, right? So there's no way for me to either I let go and that shit falls down, right? And you know it hits either one of us. But I didn't know that it was swinging. It was slowly creaking itself on the way back, and he had his finger, and all I hear is like ah! He's like the boy screaming top of his lungs, like you know, and I'm like oh shit, and then he drops the drill. I drop the door. Right, you know, his hands are and he's like, he had a long ass fucking hair. Then he's walking around and he's like, and I know he's like whispering, but I know that motherfucker is cursing at me to the fullest, right, you know. And I'm like, I'm sorry, dude. I was like, man, I feel so bad. I don't know what to do, you know. And I was trying to justify
your means,
you know, the accident, pero
you were trying to just my bad, cuz.
My bad, bro. I didn't see your fingers there, bro. I mean, I saw it, but there was nothing really I could do. The inedible happened. The edible kicked in. Pero, you know, that's one. That's one.
Yo se lo digo. A mí una vez yo trabajando con él, me hizo ahí una jugada media ensalivada.
Media ensalivada.
me dice, está caliente. Le digo, no lo dejes caer. es que está bien caliente. Y le digo, no lo dejes caer.
It was hot, bro. Okay,
No te
it
olvides
was
de
a
decirle
steel
ahora sí
bar,
cuando-
bro, that had been sitting in the blazing hot sun for how many days, right? You know,
Probably
but
all
that
summer.
all summer, but that day was like 100 and like something degrees outside. And my feet was burning. I told him I was gonna drop it.
He's like, I'm gonna drop it.
Hey, multiple warnings.
Multiple is his fault.
I let
It's
him
his
know.
fault.
That I was
I let
gonna
him
drop
know.
it. I
It's
let
his
him know that I was
fault.
gonna drop it.
No movió la pata. Ahí lo torcí.
Oh.
Yeah, dude, me peló, dude. I can see the white from the bone. Cause me peló la piel, dude. Like, la
From the
piel,
foot.
like, yeah.
From the foot.
From the ankle. Well, ankle.
From as you go down, this is the ankle, this is the foot, this is the little ankle right here, so like the middle part.
Yeah, dude.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
dude. Yeah.
It was a steel beam.
Yeah, una
It
barra
was
que
probably like
pesaba,
20 feet.
yeah, like 20 feet, I want to say, probably weighed like 150.
And I believe I was 13 years old. Not like a 12, 13 years old, and
Yeah,
Boris was like,
like
already
15, yeah.
15, 16 already.
Yeah.
I told him, I'm
You're
gonna
like-
drop it. I'm gonna drop this bitch right now, bro.
And it's not that okay, when he dropped it, yo como lo estaba agarrando así lo estaba agarrando entre medio, dude. Cuando cayó con la fuerza, rebotó. Cuando rebotó, it slipped out of my hand. And of course, it
That's
slipped
what-
out of my
vibration.
hand. Yes, it slipped out of my hand. The edge, la orilla, dude. La orilla me agarró right here, dude. I was like, oh. Yeah, dude. This is it. Desde ese día, we were like, fuck it. We're not doing that shit anymore. So, pero con esto, mi bella gente, se los dejo
Pero
aquí,
bueno.
se los dejo aquí al más
Eso fue un
guapo.
poquito. Eso fue un poquito de lo que va. Quizás va a haber next week. Ustedes saben, nosotros somos raw. Spontaneous shit happen. Some may happen here until Wednesday. 2 new episodes are definitely going to be going up this weekend. I'm sorry I've been slacking. No es que I want to slack, right? You know, el trabajo me ha tenido
En 4.
en 4, lamiéndome el culo. No bien rico.
Se salió canal.
La lengua la tiene bien escaldada. Anyways, perdón. Muy vulgar. Pero, you know, stay tuned. Viernes a la noche, sábado, amanecer sábado o sábado al mediodía. 2 episodios, last week's and today's, right? Entonces, shout out to all the people that have seen us. Stay tuned. Can't forget about the challenge. Stay tuned. Vamos a traer a gente. Vamos a tener a guests. Ya tenemos locked down a couple of guests. Right? You know, Norberto y Jackie Chan.
Hey, Jackie Chan.
Están apuntados.
Norberto.
Probablemente el cuñado viene. Le pregunto. A ver si está disponible. Si puede. Si no, pues quizás le digo para convencerle. Se le paga del gas. Veremos. Veremos con qué pito se juega. Pero ya saben, familia, nos tienen que seguir en Instagram, PurasBolas 24, right, on YouTube, on Utah.
We're in Utah. Holy shit.
En
We're in
Utah.
Utah.
Estamos en Utah, no, en YouTube, perdón, Puras Bolas Podcast también. No se olviden de decirnos DMs, you know, quieren venir aquí al podcast, no tienen que traer nada, nothing. You just want to be part of algo.
Come to the studio.
No tiene que traer nada. No traes nada.
No traigas nada, no traigas ni ropa. Vente desnudo, en pelotas.
Solo si eres chica. ¿No?
Yo no lo dije.
Yo no lo dije entonces.
Pero no lo pensé tampoco.
Está bien, está bueno.
Bueno, ya se está alargando la cerrada. Pero bueno, familia. Ya saben, aquí se habla de todo. Es un desmadre total. Es you know. Pero ya saben, stay tuned. Porque tenemos cosas grandes. Y shout out to el Buquimanías que nos trajo
El mero.
el mero whisky lemon, not sponsored, pero un día.
Maybe,
A
yeah.
ver.
Pound Royale.
Shout out to Run Club, porque ellos siempre are up. Run Club. Sorry que no he ido a correr, Miss Jennifer. Oh, happy birthday, Skylar. Happy birthday, Skylar. Can't forget about that. Entonces,
Sorry, excuse me.
excuse me.
Sorry. Don't think I'm on that fit, bro. I just got these mosquitoes, bro.
Hey, aquí está medio lamoso.
Hey, I came prepared. I got my pants and my long sleeve.
Pero bueno, familia. Ya saben que esto fue
Puras bolas.
Hey, yo, follow me on TikTok.
Bukimanías. Ay, das. Ay, das, nigga.
I ain't saying
Self-promote.
Si tú el tiempo puedes aprovechar, entonces no estamos tan mal.